Hi team, it's Kate from the Fold Line and I am back this week with a new video for you all. This week we are doing the Sew Down, which is our monthly roundup of things that we've seen, read, sewn in the month of August. Yes, August. This year is whizzing past, isn't it? So I'm going to talk to you first about what I have made, and I'm actually wearing it now. I'm going to insert a video of me twizzling around so you can have a look. It is the Artemis Jacket from I Am Patterns, which is here. It is a really lovely, relaxed fit, sort of kimono style jacket. You can see it's got grown on sleeves. It's actually only got 4 pattern pieces, so yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 pattern pieces, so it's a really simple make. I got sent this incredible fabric that I'm wearing here. I'll show you up close, that I got sent from the cloth house. This is, sorry, a little scrap I have left. It's a beautiful quilted cotton from India, and that's it on the back. And I got sent it, and as soon as I got sent it, I was like, I have to make the Artemis in this. It's going to be perfect. But I did ask everyone, because I was toying between a few patterns, and it confirmed that I should definitely make it, and I love it. I made it in, I didn't have to make any alterations. I actually took it in a little bit at the side seams, and in terms of finishing it, they suggest that you just overlock it, but because of the nature of this fabric, it's quite frayy. I'll show you. So I decided instead to bind the seams on the inside. So yeah, it looks quite pretty. I used this fabric, which I actually got, I think I showed in another video. It's from Dragonfly Fabric, so I'll pop a link down below. It's a really beautiful Japanese cotton called Sevenberry, and they've got lots of different prints. But yeah, so I was really pleased with this make, and I think in the winter it's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna live in it. It's like I've already named it my house coat. So yeah, it's a really nice relaxed fit, and I think it would look amazing in lots of different fabrics. I was definitely thinking sweatshirting would be amazing in this, so maybe I might do that next. Right, so I've got, up next, I've just got to show you, so we had the Sewing Weekend a couple of weeks ago, which was an amazing event in Cambridge, and we've just about recovered from it. But I got some amazing old patterns, and I just wanted to show you because I had never seen this brand of patterns before, and to be honest, they're so 80s and hilarious. They're too good not to share. So this is what they're called: Make It Easy. Look at her. Look, hair, 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 hair. If only mine could be that frizzy. They're just really cool. This is the line drawings on the back, super 80s, but actually when you look at the line drawings, they're quite nice shapes. So on the inside of them, it comes with a pattern, but you also get a sort of booklet. It does have like quite simple instructions, with a very lovely colour scheme going on here, but it's also got these sort of hilarious sort of lifestyle inspirational shots as well. I just thought it was really interesting how they were selling patterns in the 80s. I've also got this rather lovely lady. But this on the back is really nice, and look, actually that looks so close to the Artemis. I could have just used that, but I love this one. I was thinking I might give this one a go in the next few months. Yeah, and last but not least, this lovely lady. So yeah, I'm quite interested to have a go with one of these. Yeah, this is the line drawings on the back. They're really cute. So yeah, I was quite bemused by them, so I just had to have them. So in terms of what I've been reading this month, I don't actually have it with me because I have given it to Rachel, but it is Le Maison Victor sewing magazine. This is a Belgium sewing magazine, and this is the first year that they've released it in English, which is really exciting. It's a really lovely magazine. It's got free patterns in it. It's got actual proper instructions with the patterns, because I know sometimes with magazines the instructions are a little bit sparse. It's just quite a modern take on the sewing magazine, and if you haven't got one, I will try and find a link to where you can buy it online and pop it down below. I would highly recommend it. It's just a bit more, probably a little bit more fashion forward than a lot of the sewing magazines, and inspiring, and everyone's given it rave reviews online. I haven't actually made any of the patterns yet, but I definitely am going to, so I would highly recommend that as a read. Interesting stuff. So let me just find it. I've got my laptop just here, sorry, I don't want to say the wrong name. Right, so it is a Kickstarter campaign, and I just wanted to share it because I thought it was really interesting. It's in its last week. It's actually, I just checked the website today and they've actually just about been fully funded, but I just thought it was a really cool idea. So the premise is that you input your body size and it will create a custom, they're called like marquee, but I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Basically your custom body shape. And it means that you can then start, I know a lot of people like to draw out the patterns and try and imagine them on themselves. So this way you actually can draw the pattern on your actual body shape rather than like skinny models where, you know, it looks amazing. So I thought this was a really interesting campaign, and it's nice to see. I really like it when you bring technology and sewing together, so I think this is really interesting, and I'll pop a link down below, and if you do go and have a look at it, because the video is really interesting, and I think it's a really cool idea, and I definitely think well, it's been fully funded, so everyone is behind it already, definitely. Yeah, so I'd highly recommend that. Up next is, so we need your help. Next month we are going to the Sewing Bee live show in London at Excel, and we wanted to ask what you would like to see on the stand. So we have got a stand there. Obviously we're not selling anything because we don't sell anything, but we were thinking that because we're like a community, we were thinking that it might be a nice place to organise meetups. So if you're like meeting friends, you could like have us as a meeting point. We're right near the entrance, and we're just wondering what you're wanting. We were thinking potentially about doing a pattern and fabric swap on the stand if people would be game for that and wanted to bring some stuff with them. But yeah, if you let us know down below, we'd love to have sort of ideas, or you know, whatever you think you'd like to see, we'd love to hear, so let us know. So last but definitely not least, I want to talk to you about a new podcast, which is a sewing podcast, which is so exciting because I love podcasts, and ones about sewing, it's a double tick for me. So this one, they haven't even released their first episode, they've just released a trailer. It's called Love to Sew, and it is done by Helen from Helen's Closet, who is a blogger and indie pattern designer, and Caroline, who runs Blackbird Fabrics in Canada. From the trailer, I think it's going to be great. It's really nicely produced. It's going to be about small business, sewing, an inspiring, I'm sure, super inspiring podcast. And yeah, I just think it's going to be a great one. I think next Tuesday, or this Tuesday coming, is going to be their first proper episode. So if you might as well just subscribe to it now, and then it can come straight into your phone as soon as it's released. But I think it's going to be really good, and yeah, it's exciting to have another sewing podcast. I mean, let's be honest, we need more of them. So yeah, really excited about that. And yeah, I think that's everything this week. There isn't loads and loads this month. It's been a little bit of a quiet month in terms of stuff coming out because everyone's away in August. But yes, we will be back very soon with another video, and thank you and have a lovely weekend. Bye.